All right, everybody. Welcome to a brand new quick episode of Tacos en Europa. I am Jorge. And once again, we're missing our friend ENG, who is still on his trip. He'll be back for the next episode, though, on Sunday, so don't worry about that, guys. We're going to keep it quick once again. Talk about these two national team games that we just had. First against Australia and then against Uzbekistan. Two ties for Jimmy Lozano. And, oh, man, the second one could have been a win. Things happen, but let's talk about the first one first. Australia 2-2 with goals from Raúl Jimenez from a penalty and Cesar Huerta from an amazing dribble, amazing goal. I mean, what can I say here? Like the big things that stand out, you have Hector Herrera at the starting lineup, you have Uriel Antuna in the starting lineup, you have players like our wingers that we can't really defend there yet. Santiago Jimenez started, but not much service to be given, and he didn't really have a good game. He missed a penalty. So many things happen here, but I do want to say that I did like the type of football that Mexico played in the whole window in both games, which is like a forward-playing game. It's an attacking game. You're not waiting for the opponent to come get you, especially opponents like Australia and Uzbekistan, where you really want to bring the game to them. And if I'm gonna be fair, we have this dynamic here in Tacos en Europa where we like to give you guys both sides of the argument, of the debate. I'm a little more positive. I'm a little more, lack of a better word, I'm just gonna say positive. And Inca, he gives you that more like serious, that more critical point of view when it comes to Jimmy Lozano and the selección. We do agree on a lot of things. We do disagree on some things, but for this one, I think we both have those typical points of view that are interesting for the show. Right now, I can only give you my point of view, which is a positive one, which is I didn't hate it. You know what I mean? I appreciate moving forward. I appreciate attacking. I appreciate the fact that both those goals versus Australia were things that can be fixed. First is the corner kick, which is something that we've seen the national team struggle with a long time. A long time. Every time it's a stop ball, we suffer. And obviously, you have Memo who doesn't come out, and things like that. The second one, the penalty, our fullbacks can't defend. It's not a secret that our fullbacks cannot defend. So Julian Araujo gives away that penalty there, and after that, we didn't have that much things coming from Australia. We had 13 shots with 6 on target to their 6 shots with 3 on target. So, I think we did play the better game. I think we did look better than them. I think we were more dangerous and we were the aggressor in this game. Thankfully we were able to get that tie at the end. We did get that penalty. But the second goal from Cesar Huerta was just masterclass. It was an amazing goal. It was a great, beautiful thing. And there are things to be worked on, but I didn't hate the system. And the good thing about this is in the next game, Uzbekistan, to do a little segue there, he made the right changes. No Hector Herrera, Uriel Antuna on the bench. He gave Orbelin Pineda, Charly Rodriguez, who, even though he's not at his best moment, is, a more mobile player than Hector Herrera. So now you're able to see, a little more movement up top. This Uzbekistan was like just parking the bus, man. They were really playing with a 3-man back line, 4 in the middle. It was just hard for us to even get through, but again, the attacking football, the movement of the ball, we were able to get up there so much that we had the 19 total shots with 5 on target only, and they had only 4 shots total with 3 on target. So they pretty much, whatever they shot, they pretty much made it in. And it was just, I don't have many excuses for the goals on this one. You had that first one, which was a cross. We suffer from balls in the air. And then the second one, the third one was just mistakes. So I want to say that it's because of our attacking football that they were able to kind of like get us on the counter and stuff like that. But it was just a bad game, man, for Mexico overall. I have really nothing to defend here. The only thing is that Raúl Jimenez came over to shut up the haters, man. A brace in this game with goals in play. No penalties this time. He literally just comes out on the field and scores in the way he's supposed to be. And it's a little bit of a redemption arc, I think, for him. He's going to Fulham. He's playing good games. He's having good stats. He's helping out his team. Sometimes he's looking at the best player in Fulham, in one or two of the games that he's played. So right now he comes in and he literally does the impossible, and he pretty much gets us the tie. And then Uriel Antuna comes in and he scores his goal, kind of a circus goal, not to knock him down. I know he loves to get hate, but it really was kind of like a circus goal. It was luck, 100%. It was being right place, right time, and he was able to capitalize from a mistake from the defender and make that tie, or the winning goal at the moment, a 3-2. And then we, again, mess up on stopped ball. and Memo Ochoa cannot get to the ball correctly. So disappointment, 2 ties at the very least. It's not losses, but it's 2 ties for Jimmy Lozano to start off in his first window. The thing about me here is this, what I said when we talked about the call up. Like, I think it's just, you need to start and make a foundation first before you go out and you start calling up the youngsters, you start calling up experimenting, things like that. Like, he had to call up Hector Herrera because he needed some experience in the roster. You know, you have to call up like some of the sacred cows just to be able to have that mentorship. You know what I mean? He had to be able to build that foundation. He had to make sure and tell the players what he wanted, see who's who, and see if they're worth it. Now, the fact that he took out the right players in the second game makes me think that the next call up is going to be different, that he's not going to call up those people that didn't make it right. Or if he does, they for sure won't be here in the third call up if they don't play well in the second one. So right now, what Jimmy showed me was, number one, being able to make the right changes, not just during the game, but like, I'm not just after the game, but also during the game. Even in this Uzbekistan one, we were able to see 2 changes at the half. You have Jordi Cortizo and Gallardo for Angulo and Orbelín Pineda, who were pretty good changes, if you ask me. Then you have Luis Romo for Edson Alvarez to give him some rest, Uriel Antuna for Alvarado, and Santi Jimenez for Xavi Rodriguez, and Eric Sanchez for Cesar Huerta. So you got that 2-striker front line, which actually was pretty interesting to see. You know, Jimenez up at the top. They connected well a couple times. I've been wanting to see that in Selección for a while now, so it was great to be able to see that for a little while now, and I like it. Every time I see 2 strikers up top, I like it, man. And so I don't know, man. We'll have to see how it goes for the next window. If you're telling me, I would give this window I want to say like 6, but I'm gonna say 7 out of 10, because it's the first one, because we need to be able to be a little patient, and because I want to see what he does on the next call up before I bash on him too much, you know. So I'm gonna say go a 7. I'll have to ask Kinke what he thinks on the next episode, what he would give this window for 1 to 10. But the biggest thing is that, guys, like, I think the point of this was to make Jimmy Lozano sort of our Scaloni, you know. And if that's the point, you need to give him that patience, because we don't have the Argentina roster. We don't have the players Argentina had, you know, like, and even with that roster, like, he wasn't winning everything. You know, he had a couple losses here and there, a couple ties that he should have won. He had that loss against Saudi Arabia in the World Cup even. So really, I think it's just all about a little bit of patience and seeing what he's trying to do with the next club as he moves up towards, you know, the Copa America, for example, which is going to be his first big test. So I think it's too early to terminally judge the process right now. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a 7 and just kind of be thankful that we didn't lose any of these games, that we were able to just come out with 2 ties. I like that Jimmy has that football that's able to kind of like come down from a loss and win the game. You know, at one point we were about to win the game. So those are the positives that I saw. And we'll go ahead and have Inge here next week and talk a little bit more about the negatives. But I don't know, man. I'm not completely dead about the Lamborghini, but I do want to see a little bit of oil change happen, though. I'm not going to lie. So we'll see how it goes, guys. Short episode here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Wherever you see this, you know, go ahead and retweet us or comment on Reddit, wherever you guys are. Let us know, man. Like, what did you think about Lamborghini? What would you rate it 1 through 10? And what kind of changes would you like to see for the next window, guys? Let me know. See you guys on Sunday with the full team here. See how it goes, guys. Talk about some European football once again. All right, guys. See you guys on Sunday.